Hello guys, happy Wednesday. I am back from staycation and ready to make some cards. Give me a few minutes, let my besties find me, get signed in, you know, all the things. I'm just getting off a little break, so God only knows how this is gonna go. We'll just see, okay? Here we go. I'm not finding myself, which always is scary. There I am. Okay. I can breathe now. One time I went, oh geez, what am I doing? I went from my personal page and I was like, how weird is this? Like people I knew from high school were on there and stuff. And I'm like, how weird, everybody. And then I realized it's because I went from the wrong page. Awkward. What are you gonna do? Always something with this chick right here. Hi, Sherry. How you doing? Having a good week? I am having a phenomenal week. So we went on staycation. We had fun. I tried to do as many videos as I could. I took so many videos of me like bonusing and slots and stuff like that, but then I was like, who am I kidding? I'm not a slot channel. Nobody wants to sit there and watch 3 hours of me playing a slot. So I did a little condensed video and then like my best win. I put that one up. So I thought that was pretty good. It was a happy medium. Do you guys think I should start a slot channel? You know, I don't know. There's a lot of slot channels out there, so I should stay in my lane, probably. Probably. It'd be a lot cheaper, huh? So, hi Pam, how you doing? Hi Karen. How are you guys, my friends? Okay, so I have a great card for us today. It's a fun fold that I have never done before. It's called the Bandstand card. Bandstand card. Yeah, that's right. So the reason why, and we're going to play with this because I did it correctly, but my focal point is so big, you kind of can't see well what's going on in there. So we're going to play with it. I used the Wildflower birthday suite, which is retiring. I am sad, devastated to say. So this is my third pack of that paper. I'm definitely going to have to get a few more before it goes away. I have dribs and drabs left. How many people have like a ton of the scrap cuts, just like strips that they can't get rid of because it's good paper? No problem. I have you covered, besties, because in August, we are going to be doing a free card making live, but I'm not going to send you anything. I'm going to post the dimensions of things I want you to prep, which basically is going around your craft room, picking up a few sentiment stamps, maybe a few punches or dies, and then card bases. And then I want you to grab your Bertha bin, your scrap bin, whatever you call it, your little bin of piddly parts. And we are going to do not one, not two, not three, but 4 different designs using all those scraps. Genius, right? I know. I have these ideas. It's like epiphanies, really. They just come into my head and I'm like, you know what? We're going to do that, friends, because I have so much good paper that is just sitting there, needs to get used, and every time I do go through, but I need like something that's going to be a paper buster. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just have too much. So we're going to use it. I don't want it to go bad, which for me going bad means it all gets crumpled and wrinkled and then I won't use it. So we got to use it. So we're going to be doing that. I will post that on August 1st. That gives me the next week or so to get my pictures and pieces and all the information together so that I can present it all at once instead of in dribs and drabs. Like, oh yeah, we're going to have a online thing, and then, oh yeah, you're going to need to get this together. I hate doing that. So the first, look for it on the first. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, anyway, so we talked about that. It is free shipping, friends. It is 3 days of free shipping. This is something us in the Standing Up universe covet, right? This is the time to stock up on those heavy things like cardstock, which are expensive because once you get past a certain point, it's 11% of your total order. So that adds up, right? I've paid over $100 in shipping on some of my orders before. I'm sure some of you have too, if you order in bulk. So when you make a $75 order, that's before tax, you get free shipping. It's a great deal. Hi, Mom. It's kind of weird because she's in the next room. Hi, Debbie. Welcome in. So happy to have you, my friend. So if you are thinking about ordering, you have today, tomorrow, and Friday. Make that list. Get the order done. If you need help, I'm here for you. Plus, you're going to earn rewards for the next time you shop. So it's a win-win, really. So I wanted to remind you of that. I have a few cards that people have sent me. So when I flip down, I'm going to show off the cards. One more thing. Quick, shameless little sales pitch. I have a few online exclusive product shares left. You get the 4 different papers, the iridescent treat bags, the gems, and 7.5 yards of ribbon for $34. I cover the cost of shipping. So I have a few left. If anyone's interested, hit me up in the comments or message me. First come, first serve, and please help a girl out. I gotta get rid of these. So there is that. And if you'd like more information, I can send you the link that has the picture with what's all in it. Okay, so there is that. Now I'm gonna flip down. If you get seasick, close your eyes now. Here we go. Okay. Let me get caught up. Here's that card. Now, who has made one of these Bandstand cards? I didn't come up with that name. I've seen these on Pinterest, not the same materials, but the basic idea. Sometimes they do them where they're tall and skinny. Sometimes they do them fat like this. They're all called the same thing. Okay. Let me adjust a little bit. Try to give us a little bit more working room. Okay. So, just so you know, I said the Wildflower birthday suite. It comes, in it comes the birthday celebrations stamp set. You also get the dies. I love these dies. I love this pocket die. You can make mini banners. It's got the numbers, got things you can make, the tassels, stuff like that. Great set. The paper, which like I said, dribs and drabs. The thing I love about this paper, I love the color story. I love that, you know, the birthday cakes and all that. I love the fact that it has the ephemera pieces, you know. It also has cut apart pages and it has gold foiling. So it really is that girl. She has a little bit of everything. In that suite, if you were happen to get the suite, you would also get some of this. I like to call it the fishnet gold ribbon. And I literally have like a few dots left, which it has more colors if you get a full sheet, but party dots is the name of them. And it's the pastels that coordinate with the paper pack. Okay, now I've told you pretty much all the things. Let me move this aside for just 1 second and show you the beautiful cards I received. So this one came from Sherry. Look how gorgeous that is. I love how she did the embossing, where she layered it and then embossed it so everything lines up. That is gorge. Or it looks like it does, but maybe she didn't. Maybe she just layered it. Either way, it's gorgeous. And that coloring, too good. So I had to show this. Let me frame it better. Sorry, I'm out of practice, guys. So there is that, gorgeous. Then for Maureen White, she sent me a little sorry you lost your pup card for my little Luna. So pretty. And then last, from my Happy Mail partner, Laura Wood, she sent me this beautiful card. Love, love, love. So if you enjoy seeing your cards on here, send me something and I'll be happy to highlight it and give you a shout out. I like to celebrate all my card makers out there. Okay, so I pulled in a couple extra things because we're going to play with our design. I grabbed a piece of window sheet. I grabbed just some ephemera out of there. Now this is the one I used, but it's very large and it covers up the front of that card. So we're going to work with some smaller pieces so you can more see what's going on there. And so we're just going to play. So I have some gold low profile gems that we're going to use. And then I have our pre-cut pieces. So this is the card base. Now a couple things on my pictorial, and I think I explained it really well, but I always like to just point it out. So you're going to cut your paper, and then you're going to score it at 3/4 of an inch in, and you're going to flip 3/4 of an inch in. And it says that, but just to put it in your mind. Then what I want you to do is I want you to cut this piece, which is 7 inches by 2.5, and then you're going to score at 3/4 of an inch and 2.5 inches, and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to flip 3/4 of an inch and 2.5. Okay, once you get it cut and scored, I want you to cut it in half. So this way you're not making a ton of scoring and everything's gonna line up perfectly. So I want to do this at an 1.25 inches. Make sure you're lined up straight and then cut it in half. Now we have our bands for the top and the bottom of the front of our card. Super easy, less work, more bang for your buck, right? Now, I've cut all the little pieces out, and you will have all the measurements for these pieces in the pictorial. I'm good, but I don't remember everything, you know what I'm saying? When I start yakking my jaws, it falls out of my head. What can I say? So, okay. We're going to put our little pieces on the bands first. We're going to adhere all the pieces first, then I'll stamp, then I'll put those in. You know, we'll go back and forth. We'll do a little flip-flop, if you will. So for this, whatever your favorite adhesive is, this card design, you could really do any paper you want. Am I doing this right? I have to focus now, guys. Focus, right? I think I'm doing it right. Yeah, I am. I got nervous. See, when I start talking, I get like, oh gosh. Now you're going to notice on my measurements, there is a lot of like eighths And I know some of you don't like to work in eighths, you like to work in quarters. You can absolutely adjust as you need or you want to. This card is very forgiving. But this is what I liked, so I just went off of that, you know? I just took the win and was like, yep, this is what we're doing. So what's everybody been up to? I feel like I've been out of the loop. I've been so busy. So we went on staycation, we came back, visited with friends, and then, bless you, James, my mom is getting her apartment, her kitchen renovated. So we had to move her out so that they could do their fancy renovations. Uh-oh. Why am I missing a piece? And so it has just been cray busy. I know I had 4 when I, probably here. All right, well, it's here somewhere. I'm not going to stress it. Maybe I could slide that. Hold on. No. All right, we're just going to leave it. I will put that piece in later. I'm sure it's here. It probably just flew out. So anyway, it's been busy and I've been posting and stuff, but I just feel like we need to catch up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, besties? All right. So now for this piece. I have 2 pieces of DSP. They're cut the same. I'm going to put one on the middle on the inside and one on the middle panel on the outside. There we go. You could omit this on the back if you needed more writing room and you wanted your back panel to be bigger. You know, your card, your way. Okay. Here we go. We're going to fold this up. This is one of those cards that people have been doing this forever, but I never did it. And I'm really trying to look at my catalog of pictorials and things and fill in the blanks, if that makes sense. So this is one I was like, you know what? We don't have this yet. We're doing it today, friends. So it's a lot of fiddly little pieces, but the devil is in the detail. You really don't have to put pieces here, but it just looks cool. You know what I mean? Like finish your project. Finish your product is what I'm saying. We're just going to fold these. A little bit of glue. And you're going to line up that band, and you could move this on your card if you wanted, let's say, just them closer together or thicker or thinner, you know. It depends on what you're doing, I guess, with the card, what your focal point is. So it's really customizable, and that's what makes it great. I love card designs that you can use with anything, because then you don't have to be like, oh, well, I can't do that because I don't have that stamp set or that paper or that, whatever you got. Just use what you got or what you need it for. Do you need a happy birthday? Do you need a, I'm sorry you dropped your ice cream? Who knows? Who knows why you send your cards? I have a friend of mine that I grew up with, and she is turning 50. So I needed a 50 birthday card, 50th birthday, and to welcome her into the 50s club. And so that's why I had this set out, and I was like, you know what? We're going to do it. We're just going to use it. Okay. So now, like I said, we're just going to finish that edge. Sorry, I'm a little off camera today. All right. Okay, so there is the basic mechanics. This is really driving me nuts. So I'm going to cut it real quick, because if I don't, I'm going to break out in hives or something. It's not pretty. We're not going to talk about it. I'm sure it's here somewhere. Dang piece. Jack probably walked off with it, or Kirby. It'll be stuck on Kirby's butt for later. Oh well. What are you gonna do? All right. So if I'm remembering, it's a 1-inch strip. Right? Yeah. And then, what do we say? About 1 3/4, maybe? I'll split the difference. Let's see. Okay. Now I can breathe again. It's fine. It'll be fine. I can trim off that little excess. Is anybody else like that? Or is it just me? I mean, but you kind of need it. It's not like the piece where you're like, nobody will know. It's like, what happened there, Jess? I don't know. I don't know, really. It just happened. All right, now I'm going to give it a little snip. Done. Okay. We're ready. Okay, there we go. We have our base. See, all that's done. Super easy. Put it out of the way. Now we're going to play. So we have this square of paper, which we are going to bring in our Elegant Tag Topper punch. Elegance Tag Topper, I believe. And it's a 2-inch strip of paper. I want you, when you punch, to look at what you're doing. Flip it upside down. I know in our brains, it seems like this is the proper way to use it. But you don't know what's going on under here. You have to take this picture's a, word for it if you don't flip it upside down. So, and then you have a little, confetti thing going on. We all love that. So here's it. Then we're going to flip it over. We're going to stick it back in. I'm going to line it up with the back of that punch. And here we go. And there we go. So now we have a little tag, a Rooney. Now, I made a celebration card to begin with. We're going to make a happy birthday card. So I'm going to try to put Make a Wish. Come on. Sentiment on there. I cleaned up, and when I did, I put my stamp blocks out of the way. Okay, let me grab some Summer Splash. Hopefully this makes sense because we're using a different focal point, but it'll be okay. I believe. Here we go. Okay. There we go. So there's our little sentiment. And now, boom. On here I put happy for you. This one we're going to use the happy birthday message because we want it to be bringing it home that it's a birthday card, right? Okay, there. I will clean these, don't worry. Let me do some Yeller. Get my happy. Can you hear my family? They are so loud. I mean, I do have a show going on here. It's kind of light. Can you guys read it? It's really light on camera. We're going to pretend it's darker. Just leave it. It's fine. It's fine. I could double stamp it. And I might go back and do that. Just depends if it bugs me later or not. And we'll just do a little banner. Cutesy patootsy. I want one of those boat horns where I could just stick it out the door and be like, burr, burr, quiet. Quiet on the set. Oh my Lord. Okay, so I think that's all the stamping we need to do. Let's do some playing. Okay. Fold it in there. So first of all, we're going to talk about this clear piece of acetate. You could adhere that on there. Obviously, you'd want it shorter. And then take a smaller focal point, or even like, if you wanted this, if it was smaller, just the sentiment kind of floating, you could do that. I'm trying to see. I don't have a lot of small ones. Or like the birthday cake, I could put that there. So this is an idea. I just wanted to bring that up because I've seen people do it where they have floating sentiments or focal points. So that's how they do that, with a piece of window sheet, window cling paper. Now this is a birthday card. So, and it says make a wish. So we definitely want candles. So I'm thinking that one. But this one's cute too. And then, just so you can kind of compare, this was the focal point that I used in my original one. But see, it kind of covers up the whole thing, which, I mean, it's very pretty. But I want to see some of that depth, you know? So I'm thinking the birthday cake and kind of like, maybe like this. What do we think? How does that look on camera? I like it. I like it. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. And also, birthday, this might go too. Something like that would be really cute as well. The bunches of balloons. Or something completely different. Depends on what you're doing. Okay, I'm going to put this one, I think, on first. So this is going to be straight. This is going to kind of be, no, you don't want it past the top or the bottom. Maybe like that. And a little bit on the bottom. Now you can kind of have stuff coming off the edges here because when you flatten the card down to put it in the envelope, it lays flat. As long as it doesn't jut out the top or the bottom, you're good to go. Okay? So let me adhere this on the back. And I'm just going to center it as best I can. So stinking cute. And see those details on the panels? It makes all the difference. Okay, and the last thing we have to do for our bandstand card is just put some gems. Let me get my pan pick out. That's when I was like, where did it go? There we go. Where do I want it? Over here, maybe? Love. All right, so here's my question. Which one do you like better? The flower or the birthday cake? What are we thinking? I'll give you a sec to answer. I'll catch up on my, ooh, Karen, that's exciting. I saw your video where you showed your quilt squares. That looks super, super cute. You know, I am a Halloween girly myself, so very excited to see that finished. Hi, Cheryl. I don't know if I said hi. If I did not say hi to you, hello, hello. But I think I have said hi to everybody now. No, maybe not. I don't know. Hi, Brenda. Did I say hi to you? It's too much. My brain's still on vacation. Okay, here we go. I am back. All right, so that was our first card done. I will be back on Friday with another, I think we're going to do a pinwheel card. I'm kind of going through, I have a section that's got a bunch of fun folds on my Pinterest board, and I'm kind of just going through and saying, okay, I want that, I want this, I want that on my pictorial catalog. So I just added 75 pictures to that. So these are great resources when you're looking for a card inspiration. You know, you can just kind of flip through that album and be like, okay, this is a cute card. How do I do it? And then the next picture should be the measurements and the layout, you know. And I try to pick things, I don't always, but I try to pick things that would work with really anything you had. You wouldn't specifically need a set. I know. That's not very salesperson of me, but it makes it fun, right? It makes it easier for everybody. That way we can all make a card at any time. There's no excuse. If you have some paper and a few good stamp sets, you're ready. You can do it. Oh, and a paper trimmer. Kind of have a paper trimmer. So that is that, guys. You like them both. Hi, Tammy. I did not see you. Yes, see, I agree, Tammy. The cake, it just, you can see more of the card, like what's going on there, I agree. But when I first did it in my brain, I was like, well, I need something big so it bridges from the top to the bottom. But then after I made it and I started really thinking about it, I was like, well, that's silly because we could have used a window sheet or, you know, made like a long tag or focal point or something. But, you know, I have to work these things out. This is why we are besties. Because I work it out and then I share it and then you give me feedback and in the end we come up with something perfect. But my first one, never perfect. You know what I'm saying? It always has room, I feel, for improvement. And that's why I love you guys, because you set me straight. This is why. You help me be better. So that's what we got going on. I think that's it for me today. I'm going to get off of here, go help my family make dinner. I hope you have a wonderful, blessed rest of your week. I will see you on Friday. And that's it. I love you. I appreciate you. Bye.